Hey folks, Dan the Produce Man here along with
Guido the Gardener.
You've got these lovely seedless Concord grapes, so let's talk about that.
All right, here's a story just overall in kind of the grape industry. Where we're going are really big grapes, either red or green grapes,
Right.
and tend to run real sweet. There's a couple varieties that are literally sugar sweet.
Yes,
which
that
is fine.
True. There are so many new varieties of grapes.
And if you're eating grapes, you're eating good. But I kind of like older-fashioned flavored grapes, grapier flavored grapes.
Yes.
And this happens to be one of them. This is a Concord seedless grape, which came down from the regular Concord grape with the seed. If anybody's had, Concord grape jelly or grape juice. That old-fashioned Concord grape, kind of slip skin, thick skin.
Yeah. Which is what they make the juice from, the skins.
The skin. Delicious stuff, high in antioxidants.
Absolutely.
The old-fashioned Concord grape. They're hard to market because they leak. And
it's a specialty grape. It's very fragile, and it's hard to clip the bunches into smaller, more retail-sized bunches. They usually come in paper baskets like this or the strawberry basket, and many times in retail when I would be stocking my stand, a lot of them would break and get gooey because the part of one bunch would be in one basket and the other one would be on the other one, and you grab one and see like this is what's happening here. So and it's a very tender grape and it doesn't ship well. So
but it's a marvelous flavored grape,
and they will be here. Chewy will have those Concord, actually they're Naya belts. It's a variety similar to the Concord from Maine that is able to grow here in California, and those will be on the stand at the end of this month through September.
What's this month?
We are in August.
Very good.
Of 2020.
Yeah, good. But right now the seedless variety of Concord is here,
and you can enjoy the flavor.
Yeah, and it's probably got 75-80% of the flavor of the Concord.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's marvelous grape. This red one is an example of kind of where we're going in breeding and popularity. Is a big grape, seedless, nice flavor, but they pick and pack better. They show better on the stand, but it's a marvelous flavored grape. And
so it's called a Passion Fire, and this is what was on the box. Grown with love in California by Gamara Farms. Jamara.
I'm gonna cry.
Packed with love in California. I like that. I really like that.
But
so anyway,
in the middle of summer, there's a ton of different varieties of grapes out there, and really just experiment. California is overflowing with grapes. They're getting shipped all across the country. Try different varieties. Here we have a more of a local variety, the Benzler organic grape.
Yeah, and this is a green grape. Now, usually these would be perlettes, and a perlette usually when it's green like this is very sour. But Guido, try that. Okay. Now, I just sent a text to T. Benzler to ask him what variety these are, but I haven't heard back from him yet because he's probably out in the vineyard. Checking the grapes.
Beautiful grape. Here's one thing about a green grape, got to pass it along to you that a lot of folks go the opposite way. A green grape after a while will actually turn kind of an amber color.
Oh, that's one of the best.
That's when the sugar is there. People they'll look, no, green grape, it's called a green grape. They'll buy a green, lime green grape when the amber colored grape that's maybe right next to it actually has more flavor.
Okay, he's being kind when he says amber, and it's usually later in the season. And a lot of times you'll see the amber when these stems are actually starting to dehydrate a little bit. And the amber sometimes, which is a yellow, it's more of a yellowish orange brown color, will get these brown speckles on it as well. And people look at that and say, oh my gosh, it's terrible. No. That is, like you said, that's when they're the sweetest and the best. The flavor is outstanding at that point. And I think it's Sunview Farms. I was at the PMA back in October.
What's the PMA?
I'm sorry, the Produce Marketing Association Convention.
Thank you very much.
And I did an interview with Sunview Farms. I believe at that particular booth there was a grape that they're actually marketing in the fall with the amber color and the speckles on it. So they're trying to get the word out there. And when those come to market again, we will show them to you and present them as well. But right now, like you say, throughout the summer,
there's a whole bunch, and they're always sold by the pound.
A whole bunch.
So,
yes.
So you can buy a lot, you can buy a little, but experiment with them. Oh, before I forget, frozen grapes.
Oh yeah, especially when they're amber.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
For years, I heard about frozen grapes and treats for the kids and all that, and I said, okay,
sure.
yeah, right. And guess what? A while back, I actually washed them and froze them, and they're delicious. They're fun as heck. One thing I did with them is when they were partially thawed, I cut them in half and I put them in seltzer water and sparkling water.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
You get the big green one, frozen. Stick a toothpick through it and throw it in your martini. Sweeten it up a little bit.
Woo!
You don't have to have it dirty. And that was a huge marketing campaign for California grapes back in the late 90s,
it was a long
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Keep them frozen, freeze them. I still have some POP material, point of purchase material, that they would put up on the stands that have that. It has an old grizzly guy with frozen eyebrows and beard, and it says keep them frozen.
Yeah.
But it's true, yes. It's a great snack, especially on a hot summer day.
Fun to eat that way.
So we'll do more grape varieties as the season progresses. And when I hear back from T. Benzler, my good buddy, he will let us know.
His good buddy that hasn't texted him back yet.
Yeah, well, like I said, he's probably out in the vineyard. These are grown in Fresno, which is a fantastic growing region for grapes. And we will do more. If you look on this YouTube channel, you will see 2 or 3 different videos with T. Benzler and his dad, Thomas, about their grapes. So just scroll down and look for the grapes from the Benzler boys.
And later in the summer, early fall, we'll even have grapes with seeds.
Oh man, some of the best. That's the only grapes we're going to talk about today. We'll get to more later. Anything else, Guido? We'll be talking about some pears coming up and gold kiwis.
Gold kiwis.
Yeah.
Oh, figs. We'll do a whole thing on figs.
Figure that. All right, folks. I'm Dan the Produce Man, saying it's always best when you get it fresh.
And I'm Guido the Gardener, and I'll tell you what my Nonna Bessie always told me. Manja!